This 8484 technique has been found all over the world in different cultures among people who work on breath work. Kind of universal way of looking at optimizing your breathing function. And it is using a metronome or something with equal time spacing. You breathe into a count of 8. You hold at the top of your inhale to a count of 4. You exhale to a count of 8. You hold for a count of 4. That's one full breath in this technique. And the goal eventually is for you to take time every day to practice doing this until it becomes your norm, till it breaks those automatic habits that we talked about in our first video. I'm going to walk you through trying to figure this out. The first thing is no distractions, supportive, quiet position, either your Savasana pose with a pillow under your neck and a pillow under your legs, some quiet place, or sitting while you do it in your lotus pose, cross-legged, or just in the seat with your lower back supported, your feet and your arms in a resting position. And the inhale is with your mouth closed only through your nose for a count of 8. You can use your fingers, you can use a metronome, you can use a clock, whatever works for you. And the spacing of the count, the rapidity of the count does not matter. You just have to find a pace that fits your breathing, your natural breathing rhythm. Because it will be pretty quick early on. You'll start with a fast pace because that's what we usually do. And then as you breathe in to that count of 8, you're going to work on each of these pieces that we talked about, expanding them so that you get this roundness through your belly, this roundness through your chest, this openness through your neck and shoulders. And then once you've filled yourself up, you wait with everything expanded for a count of 4. And then you slowly reverse it. The goal being to do it at the same pace on the exhale, exhaling through your nose again. And then at the end of that exhale, the end of your 8 count, hold for 4 counts, and then repeat. That's your basic 8-4-8-4 technique. You want to do this for 10 counts. That's it. Just do it 10 times. You use your fingers or any kind of counting tool. Do this 10 times, trying to focus on the 8-4-8-4, and then stop. It's a tool that doesn't overburden your brain, that doesn't push your tissues to work too hard and make yourself sore. And as long as it takes you to be able to do this without interruption for 10 full series of 8-4-8-4, then you're ready to work with pacing it. But one of the greatest challenges to this 10 count method is that what the meditation people will call the monkey mind, that we have this very, very active brain that is very easily distracted by noise, by sound, by whatever. It's a survival mechanism that we evolved with to respond to our environment. And while you're trying to do these counts, you'll hear the phone ring, you'll hear the wind blow, you'll see something out of the corner of your eye, you'll lose track of your count. It happens all the time, totally normal part of the process. The goal is to say, oh, I've been distracted. Come back, start over. If you don't remember where you were, start with the exhale. Exhale for as big of an 8 as you can. Wait. Inhale for your 8. Wait for your 4. Start over again. That's the trick. When that happens, regroup, exhale. Always start with the exhale when you get lost. Start over again. That's the tool to get yourself to where you can do 10 repetitions in a row. And when you do 10 repetitions in a row without being pulled away at any point in that process, then you're ready to move on. Because it can be really discouraging where we've been practicing breathing, we've been breathing the way we've been breathing for a lifetime. So undoing this is a big project. To making it better is hard. And the trick is, number one, don't judge yourself, don't get discouraged, just keep coming back to it. Make it a routine. One of the ways that I've been taught to do this is say, okay, when you start first thing in the morning, 10 breaths. Last thing at night, 10 breaths. When you wake up and when you go to sleep, just make a habit of 10 breaths. If that doesn't work for you for whatever reason, find a time in the day where you can do this at least once a day. That practice, that repetitive, as frustrating as it can be, is what gets you to a better place, slow but slow. You'll have good days, you'll have harder days. Just keep at it. Make an appointment with yourself and do it. And to really, really work on form. Don't add more time, just work on form. Once you get your form down, your brain gets it and time gets easier. But don't worry about getting it down. If it goes beyond 10 minutes, you've done too much. Those 10 breaths is where you really start to get this form down.